What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Been a long time, super long time. And so finally got the car back running. And, so what basically is to get right into it, what happened at TX2K, which was the last time this thing was running, I had an issue with the fuel pump. One of the fuel pumps took a crap in the middle of a run. It caused me to nick a head gasket. Got the car back together best I could. And wasn't able to make another pass though. So once I got the car back home, assessed it, realized that things just didn't sound right even after putting the car back together. And coming over here, I'll show you what ended up getting discovered as my engine builder got down to breaking everything down is I had a bent rod. Now this is the Cali's Ultra Billet, but I had a bent rod here, but this was caused when the head gasket let go. So maybe there was some water that got introduced to the cylinder and during the cranking process or something, who knows. It just wasn't happy. So we're able to put it back together. This is the new block. And just to go over the setup with you guys in case you're new. This is the aluminum Gen 4 5.3, has Cali's Ultra Billet rods. It has a cam motion turbo cam. It's pretty old style. It has Wiseco pistons. Pretty basic setup. Factory 243 heads, as you can see. Factory heads, just with full valve train, precision 8891. And Johnson link bar lifters, factory crank, and the car makes right around 1,300 to the tires, and it's capable of making more, and I believe it can make more. So we're gonna check that out this weekend. So car's back together. It's pretty much the same recipe as before. Not a whole lot is changed. Did change a few other things, but basically everything right around here is the same that it was before. Things that are different is, in the meantime, while the car was down, I took apart every single bushing, every single ball joint on the car has been replaced. I didn't do spherical bushings because this is not this build is not in spherical bushing price range, but has all new poly bushings all the way around, all new ball joints, uppers and lowers all the way around. So hoping that should make a difference, trying to keep the deflection down in the rear on coming off the trans brake, which I was able to test just the other day, and I'm going to post a video of that here at the end of this video. And so everything else is the same. Got the fuel pumps fixed. Like I said, new ball joints, all that. Engine is new. Gonna put it on the dyno here this weekend and hopefully get to the track this weekend as well. And yeah, so that's about it. Since the last video, the car has run a 7. It ran a 7 second pass. The 60 foot was a 124, went 510 in the 8th at 140, and it went 7.9 at 174, I believe it was. I'll try to post a video of that here at the end because I never even posted that video. But yeah, so pretty factory weight car. As you can see, the interior is still fully intact. AC. A lot of people ask me if the car has AC. That's why I always talk about it. But yeah, so as you can see, it's still pretty original. On this car 20 years now. And so yeah, so we'll be trying to get it on the dyno. Not really doing too much on it other than just checking everything over. It'll be quick. It'll be really quick because the combo is mostly the same. I forgot one more thing that got tweaked a little bit was the converter. I did send the converter back to FTI. We did change some stuff on it to try to get the car to get on the trans brake a little bit easier. The the converter was originally built for a 408 that I had in it, an LQ9. Ran it very short amount of time, and I just never sent the converter back. So now I'm at a stock Cube 5.3. It's always taken a while to get on the converter, and so I really enjoyed how it drove on the highway, and it still worked really well. And to get around that and overcome it, I use nitrous. That gets it on the trans brake really fast, and it gets me out of the hole really well. And the nitrous shuts off after that. But I did send the converter back, so we did tweak and change a lot of things with that. Feels pretty good. I could get it on the chip without nitrous. Takes a little bit longer than I like, but it can do it, and that's with no dump valves. I wouldn't mind putting dump valves on a transmission. However, it's a factory ECU car. I don't really have a ton of ways to control it. So I'm really trying to keep this as simple as possible. That's one thing I've prided myself on. This car is simple, and I want it to stay simple. So I'm gonna try to leave that alone for now. I'm gonna use it the same way I used it before, and that was basically just using just a little 100 shot to get on the chip, and after that it cuts off. So it's really simple. So yeah, hoping if everything goes well Friday. I've done a lot of testing in the street. The car feels great. Tested it yesterday on the trans brake. Car feels great, and so should make some good power. 1300 or so. I'll probably stop around there, 1300. This turbo is rated for 1550, 1600. However, that's a ton of power. I think the most this car's ever been up to is a little over 30 pounds, and that should be around 1400 or so. And that's pretty much where I don't really go over that. I try to keep it around 1300. That seems to be a real good happy medium for me. Hoping to get to do some more 8th mile stuff with this. So this car's gonna start doing 8th mile racing. It's not completely lined out for that yet, but I'm gonna try to get this car to run some bottom fives, maybe see if I can get it to run a 490, and just kind of leave it there. And maybe do some 550, 520 racing. So that's the goal. So yeah, so at the end of this video, I'm gonna try to throw that 7-second pass in there. I'm going to put trans brake launch in there as well. And then quick little side note, back when I had the stock motor, stock bottom end that is, these were the rods that bent. Now this was just pure overboost. I just turned it up a little bit too much. But that stock motor lasted a long time, and it went 820 or 830 at, I want to say like 166 is what it tracked with the stock motor. But yeah, it bent like 6 rods, and so I just kept these as souvenirs. But car's running great. It's been a lot of work putting it back together. Ran into every little issue, as you can imagine. Battery was dead, which is standard for a car being down this long. Alternator was bad. They sent the wrong alternator. It was a mess. Water pump had a leak. Replaced the water pump. Just been a ton of little things. You know, the typical little gremlins putting a car back together after it's been sitting a while. But she feels good now. Gonna get her to the track as soon as possible, and then hopefully update you guys real soon.